What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Stranded Deep. My name is Splattercat, and as always, we are here trying to finish our house with a great deal of sticks. That seems to be pretty much the running theme of the game. I figured out how to make the stairs, too. We needed, like, a shit ton of lashings. That's how you do's it. But for right now, let's not worry about that. We want to get, like, some real construction done. And so let's break out the hammer real fast. I apologize about the frame rate. It's the physics of all of, like, the random stuff on the ground. If you stack up a lot of items freely, it tends to, like, die on you. You'll see it'll get a lot better as we build. They just kind of need to go away for right now. So walls. We need to build some walls. I think I'm going to leave that open right there, but this little spot right here looks good. So let's go ahead and build a couple more walls. We'll put one right here. I spent like maybe an hour or so like farming up materials for this. It's not going to last super long, but it should last long enough to where we could be able to finish like one of our objectives. I mentioned in one of the previous episodes that the objectives that I wanted to complete in order to kind of like finish this playthrough, I guess, so that I would be happy with it. I wanted to finish off our house. I wanted to fix our broke-ass arm right there, which is definitely a concern. And then I also wanted to find a whale. Now, I know where the whale is. The whale is around. We just got to kind of like run him down or her down real fast. Not in like a vehicular sense. Obviously, we're not going to be doing any whale-assisted vehicular manslaughter or vehicular whale slaughter. Is that even a crime? I think that would be a crime, but it seems like the sort of thing that like you would really have to dig to find like a case with any sort of precedent for it, like vehicular assisted whale slaughter. That seems like, well, I guess you could call like every fishing expedition ever that killed a whale vehicle assisted whale slaughter, because you're in a vehicle, like you're in a boat that requires you, you know, you have to be in it in order to get the job done. Do I have to put in supports for all this? Oh, that sucks. I really wish that you didn't need... I would like it if they changed the system around for the roofs to where you only need 3 points in order to make the roof connect properly, and then you could have one open, because that means that you can never have an open floor plan in this game. Every single room is kind of constricted by the fact that you've got to have supports running all over the place. And so in some ways, I find that to be a little bit displeasing, I guess. My pleases are very much dissed, and so let's go for, I suppose we'll put in more supports. We don't have a choice if we wanted to roof this in. It's disappointing, and it's not something that I wanted to do, but it looks like we'll have to. I don't know why I keep selecting foundations for all this, but I keep doing it. Keep doing it. Alright, it sounds like our dear friend Finnegan is down below us, sloshing his way through the watery sand, additionally attempting to kill us in any way that he can. He's not a very good friend. He's a betrayer. Deep down, he's just a disgusting betrayer. He's awful, but he's the only friend we have, and so we sort of just like let it happen. We sort of let it happen. That's what can you do? You don't get to choose the friends you have in a desert island situation. And so this is actually almost exactly what I was going for, sans these little supports in the middle. I wish these supports in the middle were not here. It makes me a little bit sad, but this will do for right now. Our house is almost finished. I mean, I would love to finish it with the stuff that we have on hand. I did my best to bring back as many little bits and bobs as I could. I was playing in between. I started watching a documentary. I think, well, no, I watch a lot of documentaries. I don't know if people know that about me because I brought it up in my other LPs, but I think a lot of the people that'll be watching this one are specifically only from this LP, and I watch a lot of documentaries. Like, seriously, I enjoy documentaries tremendously. I find them to be very entertaining because I don't know, I like edutainment, I suppose. I like things where I learn something at the same time as being, you know, really sort of entertained. I enjoy Louis Theroux and just about everything that he does. Oh, we're going to be like one short, aren't we? We're going to be one short. We're almost there. I was going to leave the 2 walls open right here just to say that I did, or maybe we could have it connect down here on the end possibly. I don't know. We got some stuff on the ground over here. Oh, it looted the sticks through the floor. That's not good. Okay, so let's grab these sticks over here. We're going to put in our ladder so that we can get up to our base easily, so that that'll look all nice and completed. But yeah, I like the way that it looks right now. It's definitely got kind of like a cool beachside hacienda type thing going on. We will be the envy of all of our like fellow, I guess, island survivor desert individuals, if there were any others. That's kind of like the sad thing about this, is we are very much alone right now. How come that won't connect right there? It does not like that one right there. It likes that one very little. Well, I mean, I could put it up right there. It's not like a big deal to me. I kind of wanted it to be right here so that it would line up with the walkway, but if that can't be helped, I suppose it can't be helped. So now we just need to decide where we want to stack everything up in order to make stuff work. Somebody had mentioned that the bandage might heal your wounds when it comes to broken arms, but that actually is... It's not entirely true. It's not entirely true. In fact, it's not true at all. You can't heal yourself with a band-aid if you're trying to heal a broken arm. You gotta find yourself some morphine, which we have found. In one of our previous playthroughs before the wipe we had morphine, but as of right now, post-wipe, we no longer have the morphine. So you'll see the supplies that I've gathered from various islands over here while we've been running around. We have more axes than we could ever want. We have paddles. We have loads and loads of compasses. We got flares. We've got just all kinds of goodies. Actually, with the extra sticks, let's kindle that fire over there. And what I'd like to do... Where did I throw them? Are they in my inventory? They're in my inventory. Good for them. Good for them. I'd hoped for that. So since they're in my inventory, you know, I vastly overestimate how much time building is going to, like, cost us in this game. Like, every single time I try and plan out an episode, I'm like, we're going to have a building episode. And then we're 4 minutes in and we've used up all of our stuff, even though I farmed for hours. It's like, man, we're not doing so great at this. We're not doing so great at this. So what I want to do right now is I actually want to make some fresh water. Because if you look right there, we're a little bit low on water-related accessories. I'm going to sleep with a shark swimming all around me because that's just the way that I like to tempt fate. That's how hard our character rolls. I'm not hard rolling in real life. I prefer that my rolls be very, very soft when I buy them from the store, but a hard roll seems like it would have, you know, serious deficits in terms of just like how happy it would make me when I shove it in my mouth. You need to flip those over real quick, otherwise you get, I think, a couple treatments of water out of it. However, you gotta if you flip it over, the water does pour out of the bucket, and so this can cause you some chagrin and discomfort if you're used to having, you know, items that actually don't dump out when you flip them over in video games. This bucket of seawater right here, I don't think it'll fill them all. Let's test this right now. I got a bunch of buckets, and what I like to do is boil this off because it actually gives you a really, really good supply of water. Makes your life a lot easier. So you put it underwater right here. It should fill right. I think we got to go underwater, right? Yes? Nay? There we go. That one filled up. As did that one. What's your problem? Oh, it's already full. Okay, so that would be its problem. So what we need to do right now, we're going to grab ourselves a lighter. There we go. Light that thing up for right now. And then what we want to do is just affix that to the campfire. Additionally, if you've got an open campfire, you can hold these next to the fire and you can boil them that way. They don't actually take that long. So, if you're good, you can do it sort of like that, I think. I've done it before, but not with the fire pit. Did that dump out already? It looks like it might have dumped out already. It dumped out already. Fantastic. So that's going to be your first major problem is that... There we go. Hey. And which one... Which one is going to be... There's our bucket of fresh... Flip back over. Flip back over quickly. Okay, so we lost a little bit of the yield right there. This one is not even a bucket of water. Oh, it's a bucket of... Wait, what? Alright, hold on. Finnegan, I apologize that you're stuck below the island, but for right now, I'm going to have to swim right near you, even though you are the Great White, the mighty Great White. There's still... Wait, there's still water in this? What? Oh, that's not good. I think we might be throwing up right now because we drank too much salt water. Alright, well, we're stuck in place for the time being. Is it a... That's weird, though, because the first couple were fresh water. It still says fresh water. Hold on, hold on, hold on. This thing might be bugged, and it made us sick, so let's dump it out real fast. Alright, so are you bugged? It might be bugged. We'll leave that one off to the side for right now because I don't think it can be trusted. We have this bucket, though, so let's fill this one. I want to make the best use of our fire that we can because it is expensive to bring back sticks for the fire. Like, it goes through them really, really fast. And so I usually prefer... There we go. Now, I wish that the fire was actually open. You see how it has a clipping plane in between the sticks and the rest of the graphic? I wish that you could just stack up crabs inside the fire. It would make your life a lot easier. Unfortunately, that's not an option as the game stands right now. Let's go shark hunting. Actually, the shark meat is really, really good for getting your hunger back. Is that dumped out yet? I think we may have to get rid of that one and just, like, I don't know. Get out of here. Wow. That throwing arm. Nice job, man. Were you in that MLB? My God, this dude... throwing stuff all over the place. I was trying to work in some way that I could do an MIB joke right there, but I just had nothing. Like, I really didn't have, like, you have to have little strings that connect in order to make things like that work, and unfortunately, we didn't. So now we're dehydrated because of our water thing, but it'll be okay. We'll eat a bunch of potatoes, and obviously that'll fix it. Delicious potatoes! How much do you like potatoes? Enough to chew them raw? They're like delicious grass-flavored little apples. I think we're full up right now. This would also be a reasonably decent time for us to run around and harvest up the rest of the grapes while we wait for that thing to get done. Although it should have been done a second ago. I mean, it takes a while. I've been throwing a lot of crabs lately. I don't know. It's like this new thing that I'm kind of obsessed with. Like, I've been enjoying myself quite a bit doing it. They're digital crabs. I wouldn't throw a real crab, but video game crabs, they're kind of fun to throw around every now and again. Express my masculine human dominance upon them. Be like, ah, I have urges and desires and things, and therefore I throw you out into the ocean. How those two necessarily connect, I'm not entirely sure, but for right now, don't question it. Don't question it, Crab. You are being thrown right now. You're like, alright, well, I guess I'll see you later after, you know, you throw me into the one type of fluid that I like the best, causing no grievous injury and or harm to me. You might slightly stress me out with it a little bit, though, so... You know, if you keep the velocity below, like, maybe, like, 40 miles an hour, like, keep it to, like a little kid's, like, farm ball speed, and that'd be okay. Just, you know, I'm not a speed demon. Like, some of you humans get out there in your Mercedes-Benzes, and I'm like, whoa, the Crab knows about Mercedes-Benzes. Cool, man. Do you have a Crab Mercedes-Benz? He's like, well, I was fairly prominent in the crab-related business industry. I supplied a lot of crab products, you know, things like bubbles, extra chitin for creation of shells. You know what I mean? I kept it around. My shelves were very, very rarely understocked, but you know. I don't know why he stopped, like, talking goofy. Is this fresh water yet? I feel like I must have missed the ring. I'm gonna go ahead and drink it, and that it gives you full water no matter how low you are, so keep that in mind, that keeping fresh water around can be very useful. I am gonna take these crabs, and I'm gonna try and cook them up as well. I don't want to have, like, a full cooking day, but what I do want to accomplish is the exacting murder of one of our enemies, the sharks. For right now, we've got to thin their numbers. And so, like the great sea beast, sea cats that they are, they must be eaten. That didn't come out right. I don't think that sea cats get eaten. Is there such a thing as a sea cat? There's a catfish. Catfish are pretty, like, delicious once you get over the fact that they just, like, siphon shit off the bottom of the lake or off the bottom of wherever they live. Once you get over, I think that's Finnegan right there. I don't want to murder Finnegan. He's been good to us. He's been good to us thus far, and so I think I shall allow him mercy. However, we will find ourselves a shark, and we will slaughter it, and we will chop it apart into little bits, and then we will cook its body to sustain us. I wanted to go, like, due north, because I know there's an island up here that I haven't explored yet, and so let's whip that around as well. We'll do some more exploration. We still have to find that morphine. That is one of our goals for right now that we are definitely kicking for, and so I have the deep, deep hope. Why the hope is deep? Why is it inspiring that hope is deep? Like, somebody said that they have, like, deep hope for a situation. A deep well of hope would make more sense, because that's slightly less murky. But deep water, deep anything really doesn't... Well, deep pockets seem to be pretty cool, I guess. Deep pockets would be alright. I think that's a problem that none of us would turn down. Although they always say mo money, more problems. Mo money, more problems. I don't know why I say mo money and then I put an R on the end. I think it's got to have something to do... I don't know. I can't explain it. Anyways, mo money, mo problems is this thing that people are always saying. But they never quite, like, iterate after that, like, what the mo problems are. Like, they accomplish the mo money, and then they post, like, pictures on Facebook of them straight balling, and then you never hear anything else about it. You'd be like, well, I'd like to hear more about the second half of that, actually. Was the money cursed? Did you beat up a leprechaun and steal it? Like, how did that work out? I would assume that beating up leprechauns probably not going to put you on the best terms with the woodland creatures in general. I don't know. Do leprechauns count as woodland creatures? I don't imagine leprechauns being in forests. I feel like this has kind of gotten off track at this point. Shark. See, they know my intent. They know the feelings of my true heart right now. I actually have a fake heart and a real heart. The fake one is to throw off my enemies who would try and destroy me. I keep it in the normal slot. It's kind of like a cyber heart type deal from Shadowrun. Which, by the way, I cannot wait for Shadowrun Hong Kong. Like, hey, buddy. What you doing? Just hanging out? Viking mode! Viking mode! I slay you, shark. I slay you. Turn yourself back to me. Come back. The ocean is kind of deep right here, and I require you. You will sink to the bottom, and then what will happen is you will be gone forever, and I won't be... Hey, that should have counted as a hit right there. Hey. Hey. There we go. Tiger shark. Definitely, I'm able to make hits that I don't think I should be able to. This must be what it feels like to be Sugar Ray. This has got to be what it's like to be Mark McGrath. I keep making hits, and I just don't know how I do it. How do I... That's kind of like an old 90s reference. Let's go ahead and murder this thing. They actually had a lot more, like, hits than I ever expected them to. Like, I figured they'd be, like, here today, gone tomorrow. Shark? Are you, like, done with this right now? He's like, yeah, I'm out on this shenanigans. This underwater, you hitting me with an axe thing is not doing it for me. Well, you can't just, like, run off. We're mid-slaughter right now. How are you just gonna leave me? How are you... Do I have to sing for you, shark? I'm disappointed right now. I'm very disappointed with your inability to see things through. Seeing important things through, such as dying, so that I can shove you into my gullet as a meal that I have cooked. I said before, I don't think I ever like finished the story, but I've had shark before. The problem with the shark, so I had somebody answer me on that, and they were like, I didn't think there was anything wrong with the shark that I had. It must have been prepared weird. It was just the gristle. Lots and lots of gristle. Like, the thing is, a shark is made predominantly out of cartilage. Like, a shark has a lot of cartilage. That's how they're able to whip around so much. They don't actually have bones. They have just rubbery cartilage all over their bodies. And so it's just, you've got to know how to prepare a shark. Otherwise, you're probably going to end up with a nasty, gristly meal. So that's what happened to our shark anyways. Ours, I will point out, he was especially gristly. It was not super. It was okay. Like, there were some cuts that were better than others. Let's see here. And of course, it was a meal of vengeance because he bit mine father. And so in the ways of the old, in the ways of the ancients, he must be slain and his body given up as sacrifice to the family for sustenance and deliciousness. And also for the fact that you can say that a shark bit you and then you fought it into submission and then ate it. That's also a pretty cool story. It does well at New Year's parties. It does well at New Year's parties. You tell the story, it kills almost every time. So, hey, what's up, buddy? I see you're out here in the shallows. Would you think me shallow if I tried to murder you right now? Because that's pretty much the outstanding argument of our entire episode right now, is that I want to kill a shark real fast. Or real slow. It doesn't matter. I think you would prefer it to be a fast killing. Stay with me here, shark. Stay with me now. Wah, 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 chicka, wah. Alright. We got ourselves a shark. Let's go up towards the surface, and I hope he didn't bring homies. If he brought friends, this might get a little bit precarious. Stop whipping around, man. What are you doing right now? Oh, we're riding the shark, and we're gonna fall in water. It's okay, though. We can ride the shark as long as we fall in water. I'm okay with it. There we go. So now we're actually sort of riding the shark. It's kind of like a, you gotta grab him in the right spot, too. I find that near the nose is the better place. So yeah, there you go right there, if that's what you're into. Shark running. Free running shark runs right here. Oh, nope, we're losing altitude. Upwards, onwards, higher. Let us be free. Me and Sharky in the sky. He can fly, I don't know why. Oh, no. Oh, shit. What just happened right there? I don't even know what just happened, but it was something painful and bad. I think we hit, like, the boundary. I think the sky, you can actually only go up so high. So I guess my jovial singing and laughter and happiness, my inner child being free, was unfortunately stifled by the game. But yeah, I used to cross entire islands like that, but it's just a little precarious. If you're having trouble with it, I'd recommend going for the nose right here. As with all problems, go straight for the nose. So if you're trying to get him to fly properly, you got to get him up near the front, like right there, and then right-click him. And then when you stand up, you should be able to just run him wherever you want to go. It will be subject to a little bit of, you know, you might fall off. Oh, shit! Where did that shark go? Did we kill him with one hit? Oh my god, we're a badass. Hell yeah. We got 2 sharks now. We can dual wield these little bastards. Dual wield our shark clubs. The clubs of sharking +4. What activities... A sharking +4 bonus? What do I assume swimming, but what does that... When you make the roll, how does that assist you? I don't want to be high up in the sky right now, shark. Stop trying to sabotage me. We have like a shark collection right now. I wish that I had like a real way to get them back to our island and we can create a shark pile. I feel like having a shark pile at our base is the next thing that I want to aspire to. Seems like it might be a decent plan. We'll chop these ones up, though, for right now, because I have no idea how I'm going to ferry them around the islands. I brought my wings, I brought my tiny little girly tunic, but unfortunately, everything else isn't coming together on this one. So we got our shark meat fillets. Let's take a look around here for any sort of wreck that we can plunder. There's a wreck right there, but it doesn't have bubbles coming up. I don't know if it's going to have a toolbox or not. It might. They do and don't. That one right there is kind of iffy. I don't see, actually, I thought there was a wreck over here, but I scouted out a lot of these islands in between episodes, and what I'm trying to do is stick to the cardinal directions. Like, if we could just keep going north, that would be okay by me, because that means we just go south to get back home. And so that's all good. However, for right now, I'm not actually seeing anything. Let's grab the boat, and we'll take our way I guess we'll just kind of like skim around the island a little bit. What time do we have right now? It's 3 o'clock. We're going to run out of sunlight pretty soon. So if we're going to get onto that morphine, we should probably take a look around. I dislike that fog effect they use. It makes it too hard to see the bubbles. I know we talked about this about a million times, so I'm not going to talk about it again, but it's difficult to see the bubbles. It really, really is. You kind of just got to like tool around a little bit until you find them. Let's go ahead and I like to get probably maybe 30 feet from shore, like right here, which will also tell you how bad I am at judging distance, which it's been a weakness of mine. Never been able to judge distance very well. But then again, I don't like to be judgy in the first place. Why would I want to judge distance? Distance has never done anything to me. I find that distance guilty of being way too damn far to the Quickie Mart. Let's see here. I love going down to the Quickie Mart. I don't know why, but walking to the Quickie Mart and like buying a soda is like a cathartic experience for me. It just is. It reminds me of being a kid. Like going down to the corner store and buying like some Jarritos. Yep. Like one of the orange ones. Yup. Best thing ever. Let's see here. Although sometimes you go to like the corner store and they don't keep the drinks as cold as I personally like them to be. I'm a big one for the freezing cold drinks. Like I like them to be so cold your teeth hurt. And so if they're like sort of coldish, doesn't do anything for me. Well, it appears as though this island is somewhat devoid. Let's get lost. How does that sound? Obviously nothing could go wrong from this. I saw an island out here to the northwest. We're going to see if we can get onto it with just the fog. I bet we could do it. If we end up lost again like we did in one of those previous episodes, I'll probably cry, but it's not that big of a deal. We have an axe with us. There's a buoy. Buoy, buoy, buoy. There it is. I love buoys. Buoys are kind of cool, especially when they make that ringy-dingy noise where they sit there, they got like a little bell on them. They're like, ding, 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 ding. That's the sound that bells make for all those people that have never been around a bell. I just wanted to clarify so there's not that one guy in the audience who's like, I've never heard a bell before, and he just feels all left out. I want everyone to feel like they know everything that I'm referencing here at the Nerd Castle. Even the simple shit like what a bell sounds like. I'm just being jocular right now. I don't know if people know that. I'm just kidding. Like, I'm not trying to be condescending at the moment. I'm just trying to make humor. Just trying to make light of the situation because at the moment it's sort of foggy. It's a little dark out. It's slightly terrifying. The water is this weird blackish color right now, so I feel like there may be some kind of zombie encounter on the horizon. That's when I was a kid. That's how I used to say horizon. I used to say horizon because I didn't know how to pronounce the word properly. Let's see here. Well, there's a couple of wrecks along the sides of the island. We can go take a look. See if we find ourselves any morphine to fix our arm. And then I'll be like maybe... Well, that's actually... We haven't accomplished like any of our goals thus far. I keep hoping that our goals might like show up at some point and become accomplishable. But they keep evading me. They keep evading me. It's okay, though. We'll have it back. We'll have them back. We're going to get our wonderful, wonderful Objective-y revenge in just a minute. Oh, I've already been here. Oh, that's a disappointment for the ages. Damn it, I've already been here. So this island, so wait. We hadn't been to the island of the north. I looted that toolbox last night on the other island, the one that was straight to the north. So, if we've already been, I'm going to take a look around just in case. Just in case. I'm not known for my ability to be thorough, but if there's something here that I missed, I'll check on it since we got fog running around anyways and we can't really do much while it's here. I figure we'll go back where we came from then. I'm going to try and line up for another adventure. Because you know how I am. I'm a big one for the adventuring. We got our sharking meal, so that should be pretty good. Our hunger and our thirst are looking okay. I'm going to go back to our main island. What we'll do is we'll reconvene for the next episode. And in the next episode, we'll try and find that morphine still. We're not having great luck with it. Not having huge amounts of luck with the whole morphine hunt. But I think that if we stick to our guns... We don't have any guns right now. If we stick to our compasses, we should be able to find it. So, I'm going to go back to the boat. I will see you all in the next episode. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Stranded Deep. I look forward to seeing you all in future episodes. Take care, everybody, and hi-do.